In the aftermath of World War I, which lasted from 1914 to 1918, Europe had witnessed immense destruction and countless human and material losses. The war had unleashed deep political and social crises, making it crucial to put an end to the conflict and rebuild the continent. In this context, the Treaty of Versailles was signed on June 28, 1919, at the Palace of Versailles near Paris, marking a turning point in world history. The beginning, background of the war. World War I began due to deep-rooted political and economic tensions between the major powers in Europe. Countries like Germany and Austria-Hungary allied against the Allies, which included France, Britain, and Russia. After 4 years of brutal battles, the war resulted in millions of lives lost and entire cities destroyed. The Paris Peace Conference. When the war ended, the Paris Peace Conference was held in 1919. The leaders of the major powers gathered, including U.S. President Woodrow Wilson, British Prime Minister David Lloyd George, and French Prime Minister Georges Clemenceau. Each had their own vision for rebuilding the world. Wilson proposed his 14 points, aimed at achieving lasting peace. This included the right of peoples to self-determination. However, Clemenceau focused on severely punishing Germany, while Lloyd George sought to strike a balance between punishment and stability. Negotiating the Treaty of Versailles. The negotiations lasted for several months and were filled with tensions. Ultimately, the Treaty of Versailles was reached, which included harsh terms for Germany. Germany was imposed with massive financial reparations. Its military was significantly reduced, and it lost much of its territory. The League of Nations was established as an international body aimed at preventing future wars. Reactions between acceptance and rejection. When the treaty was presented to Germany, reactions were mixed. Germans felt humiliated by the imposed terms, and many considered the treaty unjust. While some looked forward to stability, the growing sentiment of resentment towards the treaty began to take root. This contributed to the rise of extremist nationalist movements. Consequences: the treaty's impact on the world. Although the Treaty of Versailles aimed to achieve peace, it led to counterproductive results in many respects. The harsh conditions imposed on Germany fostered a sense of resentment. This played a significant role in the rise of the Nazi Party led by Adolf Hitler. This movement sought to restore German national pride, ultimately leading to the outbreak of World War II in 1939. At the same time, the treaty resulted in radical changes in the map of Europe. New countries such as Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia were created, while the Austro-Hungarian Empire was divided into several smaller nations. This fragmentation of territories and peoples created new tensions in the region, adding to the political instability. Conclusion: lessons from history. The Treaty of Versailles serves as an important historical lesson in how to manage international conflicts. Despite the good intentions behind it, the harsh terms and unforeseen consequences demonstrated that peace cannot be achieved solely through punishment. It requires a deep understanding of justice and balance. As time went on, the world recognized the importance of international cooperation and dialogue as a means to prevent wars.